stop scrolling. You know about envy. You know about jealousy. You have watched videos about the 7 signs and the closest person who hates your success. But there is something darker, something quieter, something that does not want what you have. It does not want to compete. It does not want to win. It wants you to disappear, not from the world, from their mind, from their attention, from the room. This is not envy. This is something else entirely. This is secret hate, and it is hiding in plain sight, behind smiles, behind politeness, behind the careful mask of people who have decided you are not worth their energy. Today, you learn why, and more importantly, who. Before we walk through the 6 reasons, let me define secret hate clearly. It is not envy. Envy says, I want what you have. It is not jealousy. Jealousy says, I am afraid you will take what I have. Secret hate says something colder. It says, you do not matter to me. Your existence is an inconvenience. I would feel nothing if you were gone. Carl Jung understood this. He wrote that indifference is the shadow's final victory, because anger means you still care. Hate means you still see the other person. But indifference? Indifference is the death of relationship. Nietzsche put it this way: the worst enemy you will ever meet is yourself. But the second worst enemy is the person who has decided you are not worth meeting at all. So let me give you the 6 reasons someone secretly hates you. Watch carefully. One of them will land like a stone in your chest. Reason number 1. You remind them of their own failure. The first reason is the hardest to accept. You remind them of something they cannot face in themselves. Not your success, not your happiness. Your very existence reflects a version of life they wanted, but did not achieve. And instead of looking inward, they look away from you. Let me give you an example. Imagine 2 friends who started businesses at the same time. One succeeded, the other failed. The one who failed does not hate the successful friend, not at first, but every conversation becomes painful. Every update feels like a reminder. Over time, the failed friend pulls away. They stop answering calls. They decline invitations. And if asked, they say they are busy. But the truth is darker. They cannot stand to see the life they almost had, so they rewrite the story. In their mind, you got lucky. You had help. You did not deserve it. And slowly, admiration turns to resentment. Resentment turns to coldness. Coldness becomes secret hate. Research in social psychology calls this self-protective avoidance. When someone's presence threatens our self-image, we unconsciously distance ourselves. But here is the twist. The person doing the distancing often does not know they are doing it. They do not wake up thinking, I will hate them today. They just feel tired when they see your name, annoyed when you speak, relieved when you leave. And because they cannot name the feeling, they blame you. You did nothing wrong, but you are walking proof of something they lost. And that proof is unbearable. Marcus Aurelius wrote, how much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks. But the person who secretly hates you cannot stop looking. They are trapped in comparison. And because they cannot escape the comparison, they try to escape you. Reason number 2. You have something they will never get. The second reason is related to the first, but different in one crucial way. The first reason was about past failure. This reason is about permanent irreversibility. You have something they can never obtain. Not luck, not timing. Something fundamental. Education they cannot afford. Health they cannot recover. A family structure they cannot rebuild. A talent they cannot learn. A physical trait they cannot change. This is not about jealousy. Jealousy implies possibility. I want what you have and I might get it someday. Secret hate says, I want what you have and I will never have it. So I will hate you for having it. This is the most bitter form of resentment because it has no solution. No amount of hard work will close the gap. The gap is permanent, and permanent gaps create permanent hate. Let me give you a real example. Two siblings grow up in the same house. One is naturally charismatic. People gravitate toward them. The other is socially awkward, no matter how hard they try. The awkward sibling does not hate the charismatic one. Not at first. But after decades of watching people light up in the other's presence while looking past them, something hardens. They stop trying to connect. They start rolling their eyes at family gatherings. They make small comments. Oh, here they come, the favorite. The charismatic sibling feels confused. What did I do? Nothing. You exist. That is the crime. Carl Jung called this the shadow of the unlived life. The person who secretly hates you is not angry at you. They are angry at the life they cannot have, and you are simply the closest mirror. Nietzsche understood this when he wrote, "Love is the state in which man sees things most widely different from what they are. Hatred is the opposite. Hatred sees everything through the filter of loss. Your smile becomes a taunt. Your kindness becomes pity. Your silence becomes indifference. They are not seeing you. They are seeing their own absence." Reason number 3. You broke an unspoken rule. The third reason is the most common and the most invisible. You broke an unspoken rule, not a law, not a moral violation. A social rule, a family rule, a group rule, a rule no one ever said out loud but everyone was supposed to know. Here is what this looks like. In some families, the unspoken rule is, do not succeed more than your parents. In some friend groups, the rule is, do not lose weight if others are struggling with their weight. In some workplaces, the rule is, do not make the boss look bad by being too good. You did not know the rule existed. You just lived your life. And now people are cold. Not everyone, but some. The ones who enforce the unspoken rules. Let me give you a story. A woman in her 40s starts exercising. She loses weight. She feels healthy. She posts one photo. Nothing dramatic. Just a picture at the park. Her old friends from high school go silent. One of them unfriends her. Another makes a comment. Must be nice to have time for that. She's confused. She did not judge anyone. She did not say a word about anyone else's body. But she broke the unspoken rule. The rule was, we all age together and no one changes too much. Her change made them feel stuck, so they punished her with coldness. Research on social norms shows that groups punish rule breakers even when the rules are never written. The punishment is not anger, it is exclusion, quiet withdrawal, the silent treatment disguised as being busy. This is secret hate. It is not personal, it is tribal, but it feels personal because you are the one standing outside the circle. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." The unspoken rules of a group are often insane, but the people who enforce them do not see the insanity, they see loyalty. And your refusal to follow the rule even in ignorance feels like betrayal. That is not your fault, but it is your problem to navigate. Reason number 4. You are quiet when they want you loud. The fourth reason is the most unfair. People secretly hate you because you do not give them enough attention, not because you are rude, not because you ignore them, but because your natural energy level, your introversion, your focus, or your boundaries mean you do not perform for them the way they expect. Here is what this looks like. You are quiet at parties. You listen more than you speak. You do not laugh loudly at every joke. You do not ask the performative questions that make people feel important. To most people, you are fine. But to a specific type of person, the one who needs constant validation, your quiet feels like rejection. They do not say, "You hurt me by being quiet." They say, "You are stuck up. You think you are better than us. You are cold." This is projection. Carl Jung described projection as the process of seeing in others what we cannot accept in ourselves. The person who needs constant validation cannot accept that need, so they project it onto you. They accuse you of being aloof. But really, they are angry that you are not filling their emptiness. Your silence is not cruelty, but they experience it as cruelty. And over time, that feeling curdles into secret hate. Let me give you an example. A coworker always tries to chat in the break room. You are polite but brief. You have work to do. You are not avoiding them. You just have different social needs. A year passes. You hear through someone else that this coworker doesn't like you. You are shocked. You had no idea. You never argued. You never insulted them. But in their mind, your brevity was a rejection. And rejection, even imagined, turns to resentment. Nietzsche wrote, "There is an innocence in admiration. It is found in those to whom it has never yet occurred that they themselves might be admired one day." The same is true of attention. People who have never learned to give themselves attention will demand it from others. And when you do not provide it, they do not blame their own hunger. They blame your silence. Reason number 5. You witnessed their shame. The 5th reason is the most painful to understand. Someone secretly hates you because you were there when they were at their worst. You saw them fail. You saw them cry. You saw them humiliated. You did nothing wrong. You may have even helped. But now, every time they see you, they remember that version of themselves. And they hate the memory, so they hate you. This is called transference of shame. The person cannot face their own embarrassment, so they transfer the feeling onto the witness. You become the container for their shame. And because they cannot destroy the memory, they try to destroy the relationship, slowly, quietly, without explanation. Let me give you a real example. 2 friends go through a divorce at the same time. One handles it with grace. The other falls apart, drinks too much, calls crying at 3 a.m., says things they regret. The one who fell apart eventually recovers. They get therapy, they move on. But they stop calling the friend who saw everything. Not because that friend did anything wrong, because that friend knows the truth. They saw the lowest moment, and every time they talk, the recovering friend feels a flicker of that old shame. So they pull away. They find excuses. They secretly wish the friendship would just end. The other friend is left confused. What did I do? Nothing. You witnessed. That was enough. Research on shame and social relationships shows that people often terminate relationships with those who witness their most vulnerable moments, even when those witnesses were supportive. The shame is too heavy, and the person carrying the shame would rather lose the relationship than face the memory. This is not your fault, but you will feel the consequences. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." But here, there is no injury. There was only presence, and presence became a crime. That is the cruelty of secret hate. You can be innocent and still be hated. Reason number 6. You are more independent than they can tolerate. The 6th reason is about control. Some people secretly hate you because they cannot control you. Not because you are rebellious, not because you fight back, but because you simply do not need them. You make decisions without asking their opinion. You succeed without their help. You are happy without their approval. And for certain personalities, especially those with narcissistic traits, your independence is an insult. Here is what this looks like. A parent who expects to be the center of their adult child's life. A friend who expects to be consulted on every decision. A partner who expects to be the source of your happiness. When you do not comply, not by fighting, just by living your own life, They do not feel neutral. They feel rejected. And rejection, to a controlling person, is an act of war. Not open war, quiet war, withdrawal, coldness, secret campaigns to turn others against you. Let me give you an example. A young adult moves to a new city. They build a life. They make friends. They find a career. Their parent back home was used to daily calls, weekly visits, emotional dependence. Now the calls are shorter. The visits are fewer. The parent does not say, "I miss you." They say, "You have changed. You think you are too good for us now. We never see you." The young adult feels guilty. They try harder. Nothing works. The parent is not sad. They are resentful. The child's independence feels like abandonment, and abandonment turns to secret hate. Carl Jung wrote about the participation mystique, the unconscious identification where one person cannot tolerate another's separateness. The controlling person does not see you as a separate human. They see you as an extension of themselves. So when you act independently, it feels to them like a limb rebelling. They do not hate you. They hate your separateness, but they cannot separate the two. So they hate you. Nietzsche said, "You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, it does not exist." But the person who secretly hates your independence cannot accept that. They need there to be one way, their way. And your existence outside their way is a permanent provocation. Let me stop here and tell you something you need to hear. If someone secretly hates you for any of these 6 reasons, your success reminds them of failure. You have something permanent they lack. You broke an unspoken rule. You are quiet when they want attention. You witnessed their shame, or you are too independent. Their hate is not about you. It is about them. Every single time. Carl Jung said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. But here is the other side. Their irritation is their shadow. Their hate is their unexamined pain. You are not the cause. You are the trigger. And triggers are not responsible for the explosion. The gunpowder was already there." Marcus Aurelius would remind you, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You cannot control who hates you secretly. You cannot convince someone to stop resenting your existence, but you can stop asking why. You can stop searching for the thing you did wrong. You can stop performing to win back someone who was never on your side. This is not arrogance. This is not coldness. This is the exhaustion of trying to be loved by people who have decided you are the enemy. Put that energy elsewhere. Give your warmth to people who see you. Let the secret haters drown in their own silence. You have a life to live, and you cannot live it backward, trying to fix what you never broke. So what do you actually do with this information? You do not need to confront anyone. You do not need to become paranoid, suspecting everyone of secret hate. That would be its own kind of prison. Here are 3 practical steps. First, stop overperforming. If someone hates you secretly, nothing you do will change it. Trying harder only exhausts you. It does not convert them. So stop. Be polite. Be kind. But stop chasing their approval. That chase is a treadmill that leads nowhere. Second, watch for patterns, not moments. 1 cold response is a bad day. 6 months of cold responses is a pattern. Do not overreact to a single interaction, but do not ignore a decade of distance. Time reveals the truth. Let it. Third, invest where you are celebrated. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." I would add, waste no more time wondering why someone hates you. Wonder instead who loves you, and put your energy there. The secret hater will eventually fade from your attention, not because you cut them off, because you stopped feeding their importance with your worry. Let me end with a reframe that might change how you sleep tonight. If no one secretly hated you, you would be invisible. You would be so small, so forgettable, so conforming, that you pose no threat to anyone's insecurity. Secret hate is not a sign that you are wrong. It is a sign that you are present, that you exist in a way that cannot be ignored, that you trigger something in others, not because you are offensive, but because you are real. Nietzsche wrote, "The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened, but no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself." The person who secretly hates you is not your enemy. They are your evidence. Evidence that you have not disappeared into the crowd. Evidence that you have chosen something. Evidence that you are alive enough to provoke a reaction. That is not a curse. That is a strange, uncomfortable gift. So here is your final question. Not, who hates me, but, am I willing to be hated for being real? If the answer is yes, you are free. If the answer is no, you will spend your life shrinking. Do not shrink. Let them hate. You have a life to live, and you cannot live it in the shadows of their unspoken resentment. You now know 6 reasons someone might secretly hate you, not envy you, not compete with you, but quietly, coldly, wish you did not exist. And you know what to do about it. Nothing. Not nothing in weakness, nothing in strength. You walk away. You stop feeding the silence with your worry. Click on the screen now. Watch the next video, 5 types of people who secretly want you to fail. Because secret hate is one thing, but active sabotage is another. And you need to know the difference. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing what others miss. The door is open, but now you know who is standing outside it, pretending not to care.